a blessed, safe, prosperous, joyful new year, and wanted to recap just how I spent my new year. I usually bring every new year in church. That's what I'm used to doing. Maybe a few times in my childhood, I spent a new year home watching like a countdown or something on TV, but I was so excited to be in church service last night at my home church, the historic First African Baptist Church. We're going through renovation, so we had like this nice, almost like old school service in our downstairs fellowship hall. And the message by our pastor, Reverend Tillman, was, "Have you seen him?" He started off by singing who's that song by? Have you seen her? Yeah. If you go back to the Facebook page, the historic First African Baptist Church, you'll see the replay of the streaming, and you'll be able to see just how he opened up the message. But something was and still is happening on the inside of me. And last night, usually at our watch night services, there's a moment to testify or give a testimony or just say whatever's on your heart. And of course, you know, everyone does their 2019 recap on social media and they let you know how their year has gone. Well, I decided to do something a little different with my recap, and I did a video of the year in review. So there, of course I journaled, but I felt different. There was something on my heart that I honestly felt led by God to share with the particular people in that house last night. And it's disobedience not to follow and not to go through with what you are being led to say or do in that moment. And so I wanted to open up by saying Nehemiah chapter 8 verse 10, "Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength." And I really wanted to reflect on what that meant. The joy of the Lord is your strength. If you in your flesh, in your humanly weakness, cannot find strength to carry on, whether it's circumstances that have dragged you down, whether it's situations even that you're dealing with going into the new year, because as the pastor said, nothing is wiped clean. No slate is wiped clean. No issues or bills are all of a sudden not due or resolved going into a new year. You still have things that you're responsible for. You still have things to cure. You still have situations to answer to and things to resolve and responsibilities. So those things don't go away. But with all of the heaviness that the world puts on us, if we can no longer carry on in our human strength, then we lean on the Holy Spirit. We lean on the power of God and the Lord to carry us through. And that's really what I wanted to share has gotten me through this past year. And something was telling me as I was sitting in that seat last night, not something, but God. I'm just going to go ahead and say God was telling me while I was sitting in that seat last night, if you get up and tell these people how good I've been to you, I will give you the words to say. And because sometimes you'll sit there like, well, what am I supposed to say? What do you want me to tell the people? Or what is it that I have to say that's so important? There were people in there, even as I greeted some of the guests, I felt something from them as if they were looking for something or someone. It's almost like people are zoned in on you. You feel that. You feel like people are zoned in on you. Like, Jordan, what do you have to say? Or what is it that you have for me? You know, what is it that you have to pour out? And that's what I felt a pulling from those guests. It was almost like they're here. It's like, I'm here. I want to bring in my new year in the Lord's house. I'm here, so give me something. No matter what, if you're supposed to do something, it's going to be on your heart until you do it. And that's the other thing I wanted to share about being fearless going into this new year. If there's something that God has placed on your heart to do, just like this YouTube channel or vlogging or getting back to blogging, then if you feel led to do it and you don't act on that, what are you going to do? How frustrated are you going to be? How uncomfortable are you going to be or allow yourself to be until you act on that gift, until you operate in that gift? A lot of people's blessings are in the gift that God has placed inside of you. A lot of people's blessings are in your obedience to God. And that's another thing. Fearlessness and obedience are major going into 2020. Like, no fear. Having a heart of freedom, having a light heart going into the new year. I'm just excited to have seen another year. God was awesome to me in 2019, and He allowed me to make it through so many situations back to back that could have eaten away at me, that could have torn me apart. But He saw me through it, and He placed people in my life, like my family and those close to me and those He reconnected me with, to wake me back up, to encourage me, to help me see more clearly what my purpose is and what it's going to be going into 2020, and what my role is going to be in a lot of other people's lives that I come across. And so I urge you and I challenge you to operate in fearlessness. Don't sit on those gifts. Act on them, operate in your strength. Also, I launched the sale of the official Joy 2020 tees today on my Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, Jordan Riles, Instagram, @JordanRiles, and Joy with Jordan blog. Those shirts are $20 each, and they're ladies only right now. If men begin to show interest in them, then we'll also order men's tees. But those shirts are $20 each. All of them have foil font on them, and they come in carnation pink, salmon pink, scarlet, mauve, those 4 colors. So order your tees today. You have until January 10th via the link I'll put at the bottom in the comments. Happy New Year. Have an awesome year. It is what you make it. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to shape your life. You have the power to reach every goal. So go after them fearlessly. Joy 2020 is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to joy, and I'm looking forward to manifesting the things that I have begun to work on, that I want to see grow and flourish. So speak your future. Your words have power. Your mind has power. So read the word, read things that are edifying. Surround yourself with people who constantly encourage you. Take time to be alone in your own space, in your own company. Become more self-aware and begin to write your visions. Begin to make them plain and begin to get to work. Happy New Year! Have a blessed one.